1 today. Alex Delaradieu, you just heard from Francois Nicole, 5 to 1. Baleoptic 10 to 1. Little Rockerfeller, what a star he's been for Neil King. Petite Zig for Paul Nicholls. Rev de Sevilla looking for his 4th win in the race and a 10th graded win. Shelford for Dan and Harry Skelton. You know what I mean, Harry? The 11 to 10 favourite looking for his 7th win on the bounce. And Tout, fresh from the Hennessy, but he cemented place in the World Hurdle with a performance today. West Approach for Colin Tizard and Tom O'Brien. Zarkandar second in it, and Souter de Burley 66 to 1, number 11.
Here we go. Can't wait to see this fella. He's looked very good. I like his chances.
Yeah, Harry Skelton was talking about him and about the point you made about the rhythm. They usually run totally different tempo. But he's run 3 miles only 3 times, this horse, and you could say his 3 best runs, once over fences, 2 over hurdles, are over that trip.
Look at the lads lining up. Rev de Sevilla, no surprise. Baleoptic,
they'll go gallop here.
They're keen to be aggressive. So this is going to be a strongly run long walk. How's the fog, Richard?
If anything, it's much of it more or less the same, to be honest, Graham. Rev de Sevilla will disappear into it first with Baleoptic. Little Rockerfeller just required shaking along there to get a bit of stride as Rev de Sevilla leads them towards the first of a dozen flights of hurdles, the first 2 taken in quick succession. Rev de Sevilla will lead over it. Watching them all over it, Surtees de Burley was the last to arrive at flight number 1. So this is Swinley Bottom. It'll take a while for them to arrive down there. Rev de Sevilla has got such an excellent record in this race, 3 times victorious in 2012, 13 and 14, and second last year to Thistlecrack. And he was the one who was towing them along, with Petite Zig and Baleoptic were the ones that were giving pursuit. Little Rockerfeller was settled in midfield, so we get a chance to have a look at them now. Rev de Sevilla is one of those prominent. I think Baleoptic might actually be ahead of him as they head on down towards the turn out of the run down towards Swinley Bottom. Baleoptic it is who leads by a length from Rev de Sevilla. 5 lengths to West Approach, who shows in 3rd. Petite Zig is now in 4th place. White Cheek Piece is just poking into shot along to Little Rockerfeller, who shows just ahead of Alex de la Regia, who raced in 5th and 6th. Zarkandar comes next, racing on the inside of You Know What I Mean, Harry. Still towards the back of the field early on. The likes of Zarkandar, Surtees de Burley, I think, is the overall back marker as they make this turn and head on towards the next. And Tout is the one I missed out in midfield, just 1 behind Little Rockerfeller, as they'll head on towards the 3rd flight of hurdles, which Rev de Sevilla and Baleoptic led them over it. They were all over. 7 lengths is the gap back in 3rd place to West Approach, 2 lengths to Petite Zig. Little Rockerfeller comes next with Tout as they rise at the 4th flight of hurdles. Alex de la Regia took it in midfield ahead of Tout. No one appeared to come down there. Surtees de Burley is still the back marker. Zarkandar 2/3 of the way back through the field. So now they'll head on towards the 5th. And out in front, it's Baleoptic who leads the turn for home. Rev de Sevilla in 2nd place, 8 lengths back to West Approach, and 2 to Petite Zig. In 5th place is Tout, who's gone past Little Rockerfeller. Zarkandar comes next with Alex de la Regia on the inside of You Know What I Mean, Harry. And the last 2 are Shelford. And last of all is Surtees de Burley. So it's a low-down shot of the fight. Will be 2 out in a circuit's time. Baleoptic and Rev de Sevilla lead West Approach over it. And they're all over safely with Surtees de Burley, the back marker. So all still standing as they head on towards the 6th, the last in a circuit's time. Baleoptic and Rev de Sevilla cutting out the running in this JLT long walk hurdle. Baleoptic lands on all 4s but is over safely. West Approach took it in 3rd place, Petite Zig in 4th, and Tout, Little Rockerfeller and Zarkandar make up the next wave as they make their way out past the stands, with Baleoptic making this a true test, leading by 2 lengths from Rev de Sevilla in 2nd place, who will surely give him no peace. 7 lengths to West Approach, 3 then to Petite Zig, and Tout will set out on the final circuit in 5th place, with Little Rockerfeller, Zarkandar and You Know What I Mean, Harry 3 wide. Alex de la Regia's drifted back towards the tail of the field with Shelford and Surtees de Burley as they make the turn and begin the run downhill towards the next flight of hurdles. Baleoptic and Rev de Sevilla are the front 2, and they're about 8 lengths clear of West Approach. Starts cameras repositioned to give you a shot of the first heading away from the stands, number 7. Baleoptic is over in front. Again, watching them all over it. Shelford made a slight mistake and is now the back marker, passed by Surtees de Burley. So heading on down towards the 8th, Baleoptic and Rev de Sevilla. This is the flight that I'm afraid it's virtually impossible to give you much in the way of coverage over. And Baleoptic and Rev de Sevilla will have led them over the flight that was 5 from the finish. West Approach was showing in 3rd place when we last saw them. the main body of the field was still pretty tightly grouped as they were running downhill. The next time we will see them, they'll be just about to begin the turn that'll carry them towards Swindley Bottom and a right-hand turn. So Ballyoptic leads by a length from Rev de Cibola. Not too much change, with West Approach in third, Petit Zig showing in fourth place at this stage. Zarkanda has made a little bit of ground, and Tom Pour 2, Alex de Correggia, has also made a little bit of progress. Then Little Rockerfeller, and behind those, you know what I mean, Harry, his white cap, 3 from the back with Shelford, and last of all Surtees de Burley. So the front 2 have come back to the field slightly as they make the bottom turn. Ballyoptic leading by a length from Rev de Cibola, and West Approach, who's moved through into third and now takes second. Fourth place then for Petit Zig from behind these Zarkanda. Alex de la Reggia's improving on the outside of Tom Pour 2, then Little Rockerfeller. You know what I mean, Harry, was ridden into that flight on the outside. The still travels okay as they make their way up towards the third last. Ballyoptic it is who's out in front with West Approach in second place. Rev de Cibola has been joined by Zarkanda, who's made a little bit of ground into third place. You know what I mean, Harry, trying to improve up on the outside of the field. We'll pick them up in a moment on the home turn and then race towards the second last. And out in front, Ballyoptic with West Approach, the half-brother to Thistlecrack, running a mighty race for a novice. Then Alex de la Reggia, who's made ground, you know what I mean, Harry, round the outside with Petit Zig, the gallant Little Rockerfeller, sticking to the guns as they head down towards the second last. West Approach, a mighty race on the inside of Ballyoptic. You know what I mean, Harry, coming there strongly now. On the right with the white cap, Petit Zig, Little Rockerfeller continuing to stick on with Alex de la Reggia. Ballyoptic leads over the second last from West Approach in second place. You know what I mean, Harry, now going to try and pursue Ballyoptic. Ballyoptic giving a battle to you know what I mean, Harry. Little Rockerfeller sticking on grimly as they head down towards the last. This is the final flight. Ballyoptic joins and goes down at the last once again. A stride after the fighter hurdles, he came down. You know what I mean, Harry out in front and left with the race at his mercy. Little Rockerfeller is in second place. Petit Zig is in third, and Tom Pour 2 is running on late in the day. But the long walk was in the balance when Ballyoptic came down at the last. And you know what I mean, Harry extends this winning run and lands another Grade 1. Second for Little Rockerfeller, and Tom Pour 2 late on the scene got past Petit Zig. Alex de la Reggia, Rev de Cibola ran on again past Zarkanda and Shelford, and Surtees de Burley at the rear of the field. So success for you know what I mean, Harry, who'd made smooth progress to challenge, but Ballyoptic was still alongside him when he took a good stride or two after the last before coming down. Shades of Weatherby really, with Little Rockerfeller in second at 8-1, and then Tom Pour 2 third at 16-1, rallying through beaten horses. The unbeaten run continues for you know what I mean, Harry, and Harry Fry continues his role in the colours of JP McManus.